Welcome back to Frostpunk, the Fall of Winterhome. So we are we have started to evacuate the city, and I'm doing some rearranging of buildings and stuff like that, in preparation for certain things to come, of course. I think we can tear down one of these coal thumpers now. We should be very good on coal, even with the generator running on steam level 3. But I want to keep the gathering posts until they've cleaned out the coal piles. As a matter of fact, I'll actually send in children to gather from the coal piles. So it's minus 60 degrees Celsius, but even though it is, we seem to be doing quite well in terms of temperature. Yep, I have no complaints. Except for the gathering houses, gathering posts. Need to turn on the heaters there. Why haven't I upgraded that steelworks? That's not good that I have forgotten to upgrade that steelworks. Do that, and nighttime procession. And we need the gathering post installation. Okay, so the houses are doing pretty well now. Can we tear down that bunkhouse? Yes, we can. Young and fragile. Sir, a doctor who tended to our children during the journey north here is here to talk to you about their evacuation. The youngest ones should be evacuated to the Dreadnought immediately. The conditions here will only get worse, and we can't take risks with their health. 5 days to send all the children to the Dreadnought. Sure. Tear down that one as well. I think we need another cookhouse, because they are not doing things quickly enough in terms of converting the raw food to food rations. Little amputees. Sir, a doctor is here to see you. He wants to speak with you about the child amputees. Some of our children had to undergo amputations and won't survive the perilous journey to the Dreadnought. To evacuate them, we have to provide them with prostheses, urgently. Yes, that is the next thing that we're going to do. Research the factory and start making prostheses. Or prostheses. I also need to build that public house again. Need to build it right beside a steam hub. The same thing I think we should do with the cookhouse. We should probably build a cookhouse there so that we have it very close to the steam hub, so we can tear that one down. We have some cooldown left on that, but the other one should be working over time. Get some people working in there. Nighttime procession starting by the generator, perfect. Notice how I'm now getting the children out of various workplaces and replacing them with... that one's supposed to be turned down. Evacuation transport has reached the Dreadnought. Limited space. Sir, we have some bad news concerning the Dreadnought. The space aboard is limited. We can and should build additional cabins, but we won't be able to save everyone in Winterhome. The rumors about limited space are already circulating in the city. People are tense and anxious. I see. Hope falls and discontent rises. Have the cooldown abilities? Yes, they have. And we can send another transport. We have 36 children available. Let's get... I thought I had people on one of those. This one. Down you go. This one. Down you go as well. I have 50 children. Cabins. We don't have that much steel to send, but we'll send enough to build the next cabin. It still needs one steam core, but we don't have a steam core to spare at the moment. Don't think we should send all our food. Let's send that much and then send as much coal, just fill up things. And off it goes. Which means that we suddenly have 68 vacant beds again. And that means that we are going to tear down 6 houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Factory is researched and the generator is shutting down again, so we are going to research emergency repair 2. The generator has failed again, hanging by a thread. Sir, the generator is broken down again and its stress is rising. People are gripped by fear. Their worst nightmares seem to be coming true. The damage is worse than before and the repairs will take more time. Our engineers are working on a temporary fix. The repair station was adequately staffed, so they will be done in a reasonable time. We have to repair it immediately. Hope falls greatly, but not enough to be critical. Will take 20 hours. Let's just bang in 200 wood and 50 steel to reduce 4 hours. It's minus 60. We can't afford the city to go cold now. Our coal levels are, well, now they're good, of course, because the generator is off. This thing has a 4-hour cooldown. Frightened family. Sir, a family with children is going to the evacuation center to leave for the Dreadnought on their own. Father, I'm scared. I don't want to leave, cry the kids. Hush, dear, and be brave. We'll be safe if we get to the Dreadnought before all the cabins are full. So we can let 2 workers and 2 children leave the city for the Dreadnought, which will make the discontent rise greatly. The hope is too low for us to convince them to stay, but we can stop them, which will reduce hope, but that is exactly what we'll do. We do need the temple. do this again. Still okay-ish, but it is not good at the moment. Let's do a 24-hour shift. Need more wood currently. Situation is pretty precarious at the moment. Gonna take a while for the generator to shut down, but I don't want it to shut down completely, because then we're gonna have all kinds of troubles in the city with people getting frostbite and stuff. Cooldown on that one, that's quite long. Go, that should suffice. We're down to 462 people since we've sent so many away. Emergency repair level 2 has been completed, so now we have to do the repair station efficiency 3 next. Yeah, this is ideal. Be done soon though, 2 hours left. Temperatures are bad. Amazingly enough, nobody has turned ill yet. Lonely father. Pain of separation. Sir, my only son was sent to the Dreadnought. Could I go in the next transport to join him? His mother died in the Great Fire when it took our house. He has no one but me, and I'm afraid he won't survive alone. I'll send you on the next transport. And to make sure that I don't forget, let's put one worker in that spot. The generator is operational. The generator repairs are complete. You can turn it on safely. Unfortunately, its performance has fallen, so all our heat zones will be 10% smaller. The next breakdown will be more difficult to repair and will have more severe consequences. Heat zone range reduced by 10%. Boom. And now you can see that this is slightly reduced. Need to check all the... Well, the generator has to... There we go. There we go. Okay, let's see now. This house must be torn down. And I think it's time to dismantle this part of the city. So this part of the city can safely be dismantled soon. What is our coal status? It's okay. Book of Laws, purpose, we need a temple. Need to build that temple right away, immediately. Okay, you have to clean up things over here. Don't need that there anymore. As a matter of fact, what we can do now is change this to coal, we can change this to coal, and change that to coal, and change that to coal. We can change that one to coal, then we can tear this one down. We have 4 people who are homeless. Go on. I need to build the temple urgently. Evacuation transport has reached the dreadnought. That means I want to send more people out there. I can send 10 workers. And we can tear this one down. Can also tear that one down. We can tear these down. And that should give us enough people to send another transport. Can send maximum. Okay, I would like to send a steam core, but Only Father, you kept your promise and sent the father to join his child. Hope rises. That's good. So let's build the factory. To build that there, just beside the steam hub. And we also need to build the temple. Need to turn that thing on. Unfair treatment. Sir, a large group of angry people wants to leave the city and go to the dreadnought on their own. They feel cheated because you gave priority to some people getting on the evacuation transports. No more playing God, shouts a worker, shaking his grease-stained fist. You won't get to judge who will be saved and who will die anymore. So a large group of people will leave the city, which will increase discontent greatly and also reduce hope greatly. Or we can use lethal force to stop them, which will get some people badly hurt and some may even die. And that is exactly what we'll do. 6 people were wounded and 6 people died. Which of course is unfortunate, but now I don't think we need the engineers out at the weather station to be there anymore, so we'll go and recall those engineers because I need more engineers in the city. We don't need the weather forecasts. Let's see here. Any other buildings that require new workers? I can't see anything. The temple has been erected. The magnificent symbol of our devotion is now visible throughout the city. Hope rises. Quite a bit as well. And we will immediately go and have a ceremonial service. Someone there is sick. 24-hour shift. And we can also start tearing down these. think we can shut off these heating elements as well. That is also not necessary. That one needs to be heated though. We might actually need to build another steam hub to cover. It's a bit annoying that it isn't covered anymore. I build a road like that. Can I build a steam hub? Yes, I can. Emergency shift. Repair station efficiency 2 has been completed. Let's do the next level of generator power upgrade then. This one is waiting. And site discovered rock formation. Bring the engineers to the city. And now you can see weather forecast is no longer available. End of weather forecasts. Sir, since you've recalled the engineers from the weather station, the weather forecast will no longer be available. We have to be prepared for sudden weather changes. I am. It's fine. Just checking the coal. Also the economy in terms of we have 61 vacant beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one we can't tear down yet because this has the care houses. This one is rather important. This one covers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And let them do that because I'm going to tear down the Faith Keepers. Good, and I need to build that immediately again. I need to pause the game because that one is critical. Temple has influenced some people to mend their ways. The scouts have returned safely. Go to the beacon and disband them again. Put engineers in here, and we need to make 50 prosthetics. Swap out children with workers in these. Do we have any more children working anywhere? We need one steam core to send out there. I think we can safely dismantle this now. Because we're going to do quite a bit of this dismantling from here on out. And we have 660 wood, and we don't need wood out at the Dreadnought. Done. Get the Faith Keepers up and running again. Put this one on 24 hours. The generator power upgrade 3 has been researched, but I don't think we want to have it on Steam level 4. Well, we can have it there for now. Range upgrade, please. I think we also want to build 2 more workshops. Homeless citizens, 12. Can't have people being homeless. It's only 2 hours until that returns, though. No, I won't build those. As soon as that returns, we'll send it off again, so... There we go. 50 children. Good. Just pause. I don't want anyone to die. Cabins. Let's... oh, I filled it up with something. Food rations. Oh, they haven't torn it down yet. Move on, people. Move on. This is urgent. Thank you. 1 steam core. Fill it up with coal, and that's all we need. 500 of that. And yep, off it goes. And now we have 41 vacant beds. And tear this one down. Let's just continue with this ring. 1, 2. I'm a bit worried about the distance to that steam hub. I need engineers in these buildings. Discontent is at a minimum, so emergency shift. I also think that I want to tear down this House of Healing and just get rid of that. It's getting warmer. We'll go down to steam level 3 then. We can pass a new law. We'll pass the Righteous Denunciation law, I believe. Could do the public penance, but not too happy about the injuries part of it. We'll do public penance.
A new law has passed.
So we'll do public penance. We need to build another House of Healing. That needs to be built somewhere near... That's a good location for it. So let's do this. Sermon, evening prayers, and that should put our hope back where it should be. Good. Emergency shift. Okay, we have everything that we need in regards to the generator, both in range, power upgrade, and all that stuff. We could increase the efficiency, but I think... How many prostheses have we made? Pause. We have 39 amputees. So they will produce 1 prosthesis from 10 steel. Let's get streamlined prostheses then, and reduce this. Just make 5 for now. This building didn't get a road. Apparently that road wasn't close enough. Oh well. Here we go. As for houses, we have 21 vacant beds. So let's just tear down 2 of them. No, not that one, apparently. Because 4 of them are in care houses. People working in there. We have 3 children left and all of them are idle. That's exactly what we want. We have 3 days of rations. So we can tear down this one, and now prostheses will cost even less. We have 35 amputees. Want to make 40 of them. We can do optimized prostheses. I think we have to. And on coal, we are going in a balance. We have about 4 days of coal left. Let's tear down that one. That one. We can also move to regular meals now. Let's have a look here.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
Okay. There we have the public penance. Doesn't really feel good to make people do that, but well, nobody got hurt. That's something. Can reduce discontent further with a nighttime procession. Let's do an emergency shift on that one. And on that one, and then do a nighttime procession. How many people do we have? 38. We need 3 more people to send away. We don't need that many kitchens anymore. Let's tear this one down. And for cabins, we have 1 steam core. We need 2. So let's tear down that steam coal mine. Is that enough? I have no idea, to be honest. Provisions. This is enough for 3 days for the city, so it should be fine. Coal we are done with. Optimized prostheses complete. Very good. Could do faster outpost teams. I'm quite happy with this. We have more or less everything we need. So let's do the coal mining optimization. People stop the fugitives. Sir, our citizens have stopped some people who tried to steal resources and flee for the dreadnought. A fight has broken out. If we don't do anything, someone might get hurt. Stop the fight. Just waiting for this to come back, and I will probably end the episode. Ah, steel is nearly full. Let's change this to steel. And just send this off right away. And dreadnought fueled. Sir, we have filled the dreadnought with coal. From now on, we can start it when you give the order. We can raise its capacity by converting decks to cabins and send more people and food rations, but people are getting more anxious by the day. Some may try to get to the dreadnought without permission. This might endanger the evacuation. If we don't have enough cabins and food for everyone, we will suffer from illness and starvation during our journey. You must decide when to launch the dreadnought to safely evacuate those on board. And on that note, I think it is time to end the episode. So, this level. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I hope that you're enjoying the tension of this, because this is definitely tense. So, I'll see you all in the next episode.